In today's MTG box analysis, we're going to take a look at the set distribution versus the cards that we observed in this Core Set 2020 booster box. We'll then take a look at set coverage, coverage by rarity, duplication, we'll take a look at set value, and then we'll look at observed value for the non-foil cards, the foil cards, and we'll even break it down by rarity. Then we'll close it all out with a summary. If you want to go deeper into the analysis and see all of the metrics for this box plus at least 80 others, simply join the channel at the Give Me the Data level. Let's take a look at how this box was distributed across the set. This chart shows all the cards we saw during the opening, with the foils in orange, the non-foils in green, and the set in gray as the baseline. Within the non-foil space, we saw a variance of 9 cards between the primary colors of Magic, with blue having the least at 83 and red having the most at 92. In the foil space, we saw 11 cards, which averages out to 1 every 3.3 packs. The only categories we didn't see a foil in were the artifact and non-basic land. In this booster box, we saw 246 unique non-foil cards, which accounts for 88% of the 281 cards we were eligible to see. Our highest coverage among the primary colors of Magic was in red, with 95% of the cards making an appearance. It's also important to note we saw every single red, rare, and mythic in this box. And in the foil space, again, we saw 11 cards in these 36 packs, which gave us 4% coverage of the 281 cards in the set. Our highest coverage overall was actually in the multicolor category, with 1 of the 16 cards being present, giving us 6% coverage. Pivoting to coverage by rarity, in this box we saw 100% of the commons and 96% of the uncommons. We also saw 32 rares for 60% coverage and 4 mythics for 27% coverage of the non-foils. In the foil space, we saw 6 commons, 3 uncommons, and a single rare. Unfortunately, we didn't pull any foil mythics. In this box, we saw 257 unique cards, which means that 283 of the cards were duplicates. This gave us a duplication rate of 52%. This is exactly the same duplication rate as we saw in the Core 2021 booster box open Wednesday on the channel. The most duplicated card in the box was a 2-cent Tectonic Rift out of red. In total, we saw playsets of 51 commons in this box. Before we jump into the value of this box, let's baseline with a look at the set value. This chart shows all 281 cards that you're eligible to pull out of a Core Set 2020 booster box. Currently, there are 5 cards valued over $10, 12 cards valued between $5 and $10, and 33 cards valued between $1 and $4. The remaining 231 cards in the set are valued less than $1. If you were to add up all 281 cards, you'd have a grand total market value of $255.02. Now let's take a look at the value that we saw in this box, starting off in the non-foil space. We were lucky enough to pull 3 of the 5 cards currently valued over $10 in this box. We saw Yarok the Desecrated at $12.09, Cavalier of Thorns valued at $13.98, and Sorin the Impervious Bloodlord at $15.72. We also picked up 5 cards valued between $5 and $10, and 20 non-foils valued between $1 and $5. The remaining 501 non-foils in the box were valued less than $1. In the foil space, we did pretty darn good, with 3 of our 11 foils being valued over $1. The Brineborn Cutthroat was valued 14 times more valuable than its non-foil counterpart at $1.26, and the Imperium Eagle is 16 times more valuable in foil at $4.27. The Elvish Reclaimer, unfortunately, is only 2.5 times more valuable at $18.78. Oh darn. Now let's take a look at the observed value by rarity for both the foils and non-foils in the box. This chart shows all the cards by rarity and by dollar category, and in the table below you can see the total sum value as well as the total number of cards. For example, from a mythic perspective, we saw 3 mythics valued over $10, and they have a grand total value of $41.79. Our other mythic, on the other hand, is in the $1 to $5 category and has a value of $3.96. Feel free to pause the video if you want to look at the data a little bit deeper. So how did this box perform? Well, I purchased this box from Card Kingdom for $139.99. However, I did use trade, so it only cost me $107.69 in card value in order to purchase this box. Now, this draft booster box contained 36 packs with 15 cards each, so we saw a total of 540 cards plus tokens. Speaking of tokens, the 36 tokens in the box have a value of $8.22. Our 11 foils are valued at $25.25, and the 529 non-foils in the box are valued at $160.12. This brings the grand total for the box up to $193.59, which is a gain of $53.60, and means that I saw 138% of the box price returned in card value. Now, for those of you interested in cards valued just over $2, the numbers look like this. In total, 20 of the 540 cards were valued over $2, and they have a grand total value of $132.42, which is 68% of the total box value. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, do something amazing.